happy needles. Welcome to my folk garden. I take no drugs. I high on myself. Thank you.
So yeah, one last anecdote. Something called the next Santa Fe. It was all, I totally forgot about this whole story. It kind of relates to the whole. So when I had the gallery night over at Alpine, went over to Alpine, and I had all that work was shown over there. Years ago, me and Justin, we ended up going over there. God, man, it was like 2010 or 11. I forgot what day it was, what year it was, but me and Justin, we were totally drunk, and we're walking around downtown Alpine for the gallery night. And there's tons of shops there that have galleries, and they do all this kind of stuff. There's always people there showing off their wares. And I ran into this one gallery. I went to gallery. It's like they do these pop-up shows. It's only shown just there for that weekend, and all the locals in the whole area come around and try to display their work. So this one promoter guy, I found he was like a city official too, actually, city promotion dude. See, actually, in Alpine, they have tons of these. They're infatuated with the cowboy culture, cowboy poetry, you know. And there's a certain level of artists who make art about, you know, cowboy life, Western art, and they're dead serious. I'm not a cowboy artist, but they take that shit seriously, and it's all dudes usually, and they're, you know, yeah, I don't mess with them. I like them, but I'm not really. But there's one guy there, and he does these paintings, and they were fucking horrible. You know, like crafter paintings, you know, like made with like hobby paint or something. And he had kind of like the naive stuff, and his work was Mr. Feel Good Art. That was his buzz phrase. Some of that kind of liked it just from a folk art point of view. But I realized that he was done up in totally like cowboy regalia, and he was a grandstander too. He knew how to like hold an audience. And so I walked into his space, and it was me and Justin there, and I said, you know what? We're artists. We've been doing this shit for real. This guy's a retired career or something, doing the cowboy thing. You know, he may have cowboying in his past, but the reality is that, you know, he's trying to solicit Alpine as this cowboy art zone. So as the night went on, you know, I listened to this guy give this whole speech about how he's going to try to get the city of Alpine to get on this campaign about making, the buzzword was going to be Alpine, the next Santa Fe. And I was listening to this, and I was like, the next Santa Fe. I was like, and I credit the music culture, listening to all the musicians and stuff. I said, you know what? I told this guy, and he had all these people there listening to him, like family members, and one guy. I decided, you know, coming from like a sort of semi-educated critique environment, you know, you have the right to go and throw your shit out there. So I was basically in this party and saying, well, are you out of your, I said, you're going to try to sell Alpine artist as the next Santa Fe? That's like telling, you know, Austin musicians, hey, let's have a campaign. We're going to call ourselves the next Nashville or the next, you know, Grand Ole Opry. What do you think Austin musicians would fucking do to you? They'd fucking slit your fucking throat. We don't have another association with those people. You know, it's like, we are our own entity involved out of our own soil product. We're not some hanger-on. That's crafter shit. Clinging on to someone else, and their popularity will just sort of spill over onto us, you know. And so I started making fun of this guy. And he was an older dude, and he was pissed. He was like looking at me and his family and the lady folks, you know how they'll defend you no matter what, you know. If you have your family there and your girlfriends, your daughters, whatever, and you attack the father figure of the house, oh my God, you're like this fucking ass. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to like being critical about what art is, when it comes to business, you can be totally 100% right, but the fact is you're interfering with their business, even though their business is fucking stupid. And so as a result, you know, of course, I had to be drunk to do that. So I started just blabbing this shit to this guy and making fun of him and stuff. And man, you could just, it was dead silent. Those guys, they were like, fuck this motherfucker. Why is he fucking here saying this shit, you know? Well, you know, I was trying to make sense of the whole thing. I said, this is a bad idea. If you're going to try to develop an art community here in Alpine, you're going to have to do it based on Alpine arts, not trying to act like a fucking Southwest shit. Southwest shit's already fucking gone, and that's like old stuff. You know, it's like you have to come up with your own version of stuff based on the artists who produce it. It ain't based on some kind of clever marketing scheme, you know. So I always like going back to Alpine. I love Alpine in the Big Bend region. And it's just something that dawned on me in this. When the show I had over at this bookstore, I told the lady, you know, who ran it, I said, listen, you know, I'm not a cowboy. I'm not a Big Bendian person, you know. But I know one thing I do know. You have to have authority. What's your authority? And my authority has always been, I like the partiers. You know, Big Bend's been inundated with all these party animals going out there, you know, chili heads and all stuff like that. And all these characters just sort of doing this shit constantly for years. They're like legendary just for the fact of who they are, you know. I said, these are my cowboys, you know. And this is my culture, I guess you could call it. You know, and so a lot of people don't like them, you know. But I said, that's why I told them, I said, you know, this is what, the only thing I'm technically qualified to paint about, you know. I ain't cowboys. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Friday the 13th. It's coming up. I'm gonna actually convert this one over. I did a little thing with that piece, and I'm still working on the pumpkin carver. I'm gonna put this up on a 30-day auction. I'm gonna get this thing done the next day or two. You just gotta get it done. And I'm serious, folks. Man, I am heading the fuck out of here. This Friday the 13th, this type of random, boring ass vlogs, it's gonna come to a halt this Friday the 13th. Because, I mean, I was like, I'm gonna still make some shit. I got maybe one good cooking video into me. I got one good last ending video. Do you like my hat? Chillersville, 1982. Chillersville's, I think it's Flatonia, right? Yeah, this is a real popular hat. Only people know around in Houston know what this is, Chillersville, back in the 80s. Back in high school, everyone, we used to go to it's like this town. It was kind of like, they'd have this big, basically a chili party, and everyone in the area would go to it. This is actually a box that Justin made, a pizza box. Check it out. Look at all the goodies. Just gotta finish them up. Man, I got some really good ones in here too. This odd end stuff that started, never completed. It's gonna all come together for Friday the 13th. Oh yeah, I got one of the good things I sold at a little Buttons is like, she made a video. She's gonna release some of the Scruffy stuff, and I'm leaving Scruffy and Button El Grande out of the picture. And like I said, I already got my set work and pattern. Then after that, I'm vamoosing, and then you guys are gonna see a different chapter. Finally, I think I've got myself located down there, and there's gonna be a different chapter that's gonna come up, and it's gonna be a really heavily scripted, really tightly done, none of this random 2-hour-long video rant about stylistic differences between 1993 to 2003. You know, I'm just gonna like, it's just too self-centered, you know. I'm just gonna like, come up with some new shit, some new material. I got this thing here. I'm gonna put a figure in here. This character, I'm gonna do some little bit of it's called trolling testing. Called this lady named Jacktastic from Chatterbait. I'm gonna put a portrait of her in there between these two. The dead. So look, expect great things. And, you know, this painting actually was part of, like, it's done in 2005, right? 2006. But I think it's just sort of. I've had enough of these kind of paintings, so I just want to, best materials, I just want to like put something new on it. I don't know. Well, look at this. I smell gold in them hills. I smell red gold in them hills, Red. And I'm going to include this little Xerox of when Red did the, you know, I have made a video where I was on this lawnmower. I think Justin made that sketch there. We're going to pitch that.